Hello everyone, I am Varsha from MCA Department of IT Kannur University. Today I will be presenting a seminar on a very important topic from system software and operating systems. The topic is linkers. Linkers play a key role in converting our program into an executable form that a computer can actually run. Without linkers, a correctly written program might still be incomplete or unusable. So in this seminar, I will be explaining what linkers are and why we need them, how linking works, the difference between static and dynamic linking, and also some concepts like relocation and self-relocating programs. Let's begin. Here, a linker is a tool used during the program building process. When we write code in a high-level language like C or C++, the compiler converts it into object files, but these object files are still not ready to run. They may depend on other modules or libraries. Here comes the role of a linker. The linker combines all the object modules together and produces one final executable file. It makes sure that every function call and variable reference inside the program is correctly connected to its definition. This linking can happen at compile time or at load time. In simple terms, the linker is the final step that connects all pieces of a program and turns it into something the computer can execute. Then, why are we needed linkers? Programs are rarely written as one large file. We usually divide them into multiple modules for better organization and reusability. One module might need functions from another. The problem is the assembler does not know where external functions or variables are located. It cannot link external references. So the linker takes all modules, finds the external symbols and connects them correctly. It basically makes the program complete and executable. Without the linker, we would only have small pieces of code but not a full working program. Now let's see the linking concepts. Linking involves three key ideas. The first one is external symbol resolution. This means that the linker matches symbols like functions or variables used in one file with their definitions in another. Second is program linking. Here, multiple object modules are merged and symbol tables are combined, and also the linker produces a single final program. Then the third concept is library linking. When we use built-in functions like printf or scanf, we don't write them ourselves. These functions exist in libraries. The linker automatically picks the required library functions and links them to our code. All these steps together make a rough code into a runnable program. Now let's move to the types of linking. The first one is static linking. Static linking happens during the compilation stage. All required libraries and modules are copied directly into the final executable, and this means that after linking is complete, the program does not need external library files to run. Everything is already packed inside the executable. For example, if our program uses a math library function, that function becomes a part of our final program during static linking. So, static linking produces a large but self-contained executable file. Then, what a static linker actually does? A static linker mainly performs two tasks. The first one is symbol resolution. Symbol means variable names and function names. If we call a function from one file and define it in another, the linker finds it and connects them together. This ensures that while running, the program knows exactly where each function and variable exist in memory. Then the second one is relocation. In this, programs are not always loaded into the same memory address. So the linker adjusts the addresses in the program so it works correctly regardless of where it gets loaded. This process is called relocation. Next, we have dynamic linking. It's unlike static linking. Dynamic linking does not copy library files into the executable during compilation. Instead, the program only stores the name of the shared library. The actual linking happens when the program starts running. This means that multiple programs can share the same library file at runtime. That is, dynamic linking keeps executable files lighter and saves memory. There are several benefits of dynamic linking. The first one is memory efficiency, and it is called memory efficient because of multiple programs can use one copy of a library instead of each having a separate one. So this saves a lot of memory. Then the second one is code sharing. When if a program uses the same library function in many places, it is not duplicated. It is loaded once and shared. Then the third benefit is flexibility. The linker can relocate and resolve addresses while the program is running. This makes execution smooth even when libraries or memory positions change. However, dynamic linking also has some drawbacks. Since linking happens at runtime, if the required library is missing or corrupted, the program may fail to run completely. Then also some code cannot be moved freely to any address. If the library is not relocatable, execution becomes difficult. So even though dynamic linking is flexible, it requires proper library management. Now let's talk about relocation. Relocation means adjusting memory addresses in a program so that it can run anywhere in memory. We have three important parts here. The first one is a relocatable program. It uses relative addresses and it is not fixed to any specific location. The second one is during linking and relocation, the linker and loader assign actual runtime addresses and modify instructions accordingly. There are three types of relocation: link time relocation, load time relocation, and runtime or dynamic relocation. Now let's see, why do we need relocation? It is required because we cannot predict where in memory a program will be loaded. Many programs run at the same time. The operating system decides where to place each program dynamically. Relocation avoids address conflicts and ensures efficient use of memory. It gives flexibility so programs can run smoothly in multitasking environments. So, we need relocation. Now let's talk about the design of linkers. Mainly linkers are designed in three phases. The first one is analysis phase. In this stage, object modules are read, external references are identified, and a global symbol table is created. Then the second one is linking or combining phase. Here, code segments and data segments are merged, symbol references get resolved, and relocation information is computed. Then the third one is output generation phase. In this phase, it produces the final executable file along with the relocation records if needed, and also stores the program's starting address. Now let's study about the components in linker design. A linker uses several internal data structures and components. One is a symbol table that stores symbol names and their assigned addresses. And another is a relocation table that lists which instructions needed address modification. Then a library handler that picks required routines from libraries. And finally, a module loader interface that sends executable output to the loader. Together, these components ensure smooth and complete linking. Then, self-relocating programs. They are special programs that can adjust their own memory addresses during execution, and they contain their own relocation logic and do not completely depend on the operating system's loader. These programs were mainly used in older systems and in embedded devices. Then how they actually work. Self-relocating program first loads into memory. Then it identifies its load address, calculates a relocation offset and updates its internal instructions. For example, if a program expects address 2000 but gets loaded into 5000, then the offset will be 3000 and it adds 3000 to all address dependent instructions. Then the program continues its execution normally. Here are the advantages. It includes there is no need for a relocatable loader and it works at any memory address and very useful in multi-programming environments. However, it has limitations too. It is more complex program structure and difficult to debug. It is slower due to extra relocation work. In modern systems, mostly replaced this approach with dynamic relocation performed by the loader. I am summarizing this session. Linker is responsible for combining modules and resolving symbols and to making executable files. We already discussed static and dynamic linking, relocation techniques, and how linkers are designed internally. We also looked at self-relocating programs, their working and limitations. Linkers are a silent but powerful part of the program building process. Without them, software development as we know it today would not be possible. Thank you all for listening. I hope this seminar helped you clearly understand the role of linkers in system software. Thank you.